Crossing the Mauer, Chapter 7, Das Rätsel.
I had left Britopia nearly 2 days ago. It was quickly approaching night time, and I recalled the day I'd spent in Anderaland. How wrong I was about its inhabitants. They weren't dangerous like my friends had told me. They were genuine friendly fish, and many other species. I felt embarrassed to have believed such lies. Shayla had begun to grow on me. Even though she was annoyingly persistent, and overly happy, and a girl, I was lucky she was helping me. I could only imagine where I would be without her. I would never tell her this. I didn't want her to think I was soft. And there it was, the castle of the Andarian Queen. Its black exterior suddenly frowned as it overlooked the openness of Anderaland. It was tall and black, with windows that seemed like black pits of eyes, so dry it was hard to believe this castle was underwater. If this castle was a fish, it would have been a sad one. I could tell that its halls were once filled with laughter, teams of equal fish, and an effective government, but this all appeared lost. It differed from the Bristopian castle, where I lived. "How come you've never been here before?" I asked Shayla, a little surprised. Shayla looked at me as if I had asked a stupid question.
Do you know how dangerous it is?
I looked around. There were no guards. What was she talking about? Shayla sensed that I did not understand.
You see, the Andarian Queen is very different to yours. Ever since the war, she locked herself in the castle. It's like the Andarians have no leader at all.
Why? I asked.
Nobody really knows. Nobody sees anyone go in. Nobody sees anyone come out.
Shayla explained. Then how do we get in? I asked.
I don't know.
She said.
There's only one way to find out.
She walked closer to the rundown castle. It looked so empty. Maybe it was empty. As I walked, I asked, "So what do you know about this queen anyway?" Shayla replied casually,
Oh, nothing much. Just rumours, really.
"She doesn't sound very tough hiding away in a little castle. She'll be so scared when we break in." I started laughing.
Well, she does have this one bodyguard. Drohung, I think his name is.
Shayla explained, while she looked out for an entrance to the castle. Drohung? What sort of name is that? Sounds pretty pathetic to me. I laughed again.
No, I've heard he's a great white shark.
Shayla smiled. I gulped. Those are just rumours though, right? I asked. Shayla did not reply. Right? Shayla went to speak, but she had an epiphany.
What's this?
She pointed at a keypad next to the castle's grand brown wooden door. Geben Sie das Passwort? The machine beeped angrily. Shayla and I looked at one another and shrugged. What was the password? 19283745. A little voice beckoned. Shayla and I looked at each other once again. At first I thought it was her shouting out German numbers. And then I saw where it was coming from. A discoloured miniature crab sat perched on the side of the keypad. 19283745. The little crab repeated. Shayla and I thought for a moment. 19283745. The little crab repeated louder. I ignored the voice as I considered what the code could be. 19283745. The little crab repeated, so loud its little voice box ached. And then Shayla and I finally understood. He was saying the code. The poor little thing must have seen the code being typed in hundreds of times. He was so disguised, I was surprised we even saw him. Shayla then typed in, thinking for a moment to compose herself.
19283745.
The machine beeped. It spoke, "Eintreten bitte."
Vielen Dank.
Shayla thanked the crab, who disappeared as he retreated to his shell. The door to the castle opened slowly, releasing thousands of tiny bubbles and a loud creak as it did so.
Are you ready?
Shayla asked me. She held out her hand. I nodded as I took it, and we both walked into the castle, completely unaware of what awaited us.